Today is the 13th of October 2023, and would like to look at our second lesson on surface area. Okay. Before I start, thank you very much, and I really appreciate it, to everyone who has subscribed to our platform, okay, and everyone who has been watching our videos. Okay, thank you so much. If you've not subscribed, or you are not following us already, can you please consider subscribing, sharing, liking, and following us, and even leaving us some nice comments? Okay, I will really appreciate that. And then if you subscribe, okay, immediately I post the video, it comes straight to you. You are alerted straight away. Okay, thank you very much. I normally write, please follow my note/scripts. I say this over and over again. Sorry, I say this over and over again, but I need to say it because if you don't do that, you might not understand what I'm saying just by listening. Okay, and then for instance, this is 250 grams. Okay, so if you hear 25 grams, it's 250 grams. Okay, so in that case, follow the notes. Okay, for instance, if I say 250 and leave the grams part out, it is 250 grams. Okay, yeah. Then the last thing I want to say before I start is beware of scammers. Okay, beware of scammers. Do not give your account number or money to foreign account. It's not me that I'm asking. It's not anyone I know around me who is asking. So beware of scammers. Okay, thank you very much. Now recap. Last lesson, we started by looking at surface area of shapes. Okay, by looking at the some expanded shapes. So for instance, a cuboid, I drew it open for you. So even though we're finding the shape of the area of the shape that was given, at the end I said to you, if you put them or fold them together, you get a cuboid or a cube or a triangular prism. Okay, so I showed it to you. We could go on and do for cylinder, do for a sphere, do all those, but the way to handle those questions is by trying to figure out, because if you have a cylinder, it is probably a rectangle wrapped around two circles. Okay, so instead of if you've forgotten the formula, you can find the top and the bottom if you want the surface area. So you just find the area of the two circles, top and down, and then the round parts, which will be your rectangle, you find the area, put them together, and that will be the surface area of the cylinder. Okay, if I want to bring another example, I will not be able to explain to you what I want today. So to recap, go back and watch the last video, okay? Yeah, because I said to you, if the recap would take long, if I put in an example, then I'll just refer you back to watch the last video. So please, can you watch the last video and watch this one that we are doing today, because it will be a continuation. Now, today's starter, it takes 2,000, okay, grams of flour to bake 8 medium pieces, okay. How many full pieces can we bake from 1,470 grams, okay? So here you have this quantity of flour, okay, and you want to know how many full pieces, okay, you can get from this flour, okay. So if it takes this much to bake 8 medium, we need to find how much it will take to bake 1 pizza. So we divide 2,000 grams by 8. So it means we need 250 grams of flour to bake 1 pizza, okay. So now that we know that, we divide 250 grams by the amount we have, which is 1,470 grams, divide by 250. If you do that on your calculator or correctly, you have 5.88 pieces that you can bake from here. So you have 5 pieces, and the 0.88 is not a full pizza. The question says how many full pieces, okay. So you won't bake 5. Actually, you can bake 5 pieces and medium pieces, and then the last one, which should not be medium, but they are asking you in the question how many full pieces, okay. So we can bake 5 medium full pieces, okay, with some flour left over, okay. So that will be our starter for today. Now let's look at what we want to do today. We want to look at surface area, but today I'm not going to split open the shape for you, okay. You have this shape, and then we are going to find the surface area, okay. So basically, the first surface area of any shape is to find the area of the faces or the sides of the shape and add them together. So if you look at this triangular prism, okay, we have the rectangle parts, okay, and then we have 1, 2, 3. We have the triangle parts, okay, this part and that part, and then we have the rectangle part, this front part, the back part, and the base part, okay. Now look at the measurements we've been given, okay. So with the triangle part, I need the perpendicular height, okay. I showed you that this is a slanted height, and we need the perpendicular height divided with the base. So if you look at the triangle here, The height is 9 centimeters and the base is 12. So we can find this part of the triangle, and whatever area we get here is the same as the area on this side. So let's do that part first. So the first part to find the surface area of a triangle is half the base there, times the perpendicular height from the top to the middle where it cuts at 90, not the slanted height. This is a slanted height. We don't want that. We want the perpendicular height from the top to the middle. So if we look at our diagram, it's half 12 times 9, because they've told us this is 9. The broken line here is 9. If you do that correctly on the calculator, you get 54 centimeters squared, because its area is centimeters squared. Our unit is in centimeters. So half 12 times 9 first, then you divide by 2. So you're going to get 54 centimeters squared. Remember your unit. Now we have two triangles. So this area here of this triangle should be the same as the area there of this triangle. So we have 54 times 2, which is 108 centimeters squared. So we found the area of this side of the triangle and this side of the triangle of the triangular prism. Okay, now we need to go ahead and find the area of the rectangles. But as we can see, this rectangle is 25 by 16 centimeters. Okay, so we are going to find the area of the one facing us, the area of this rectangle here, which is 25 times 16. So the area of the rectangle. Okay, so now we found the area of the triangles, okay, which is here. So we are finding the area of the rectangle, okay, the one facing us, 25 times 16. If you do it correctly or on your calculator, you should get 400 centimeters squared. Okay, now we label it to the area of the two triangles. We label it 1. Now we need to find the area of the base rectangle. The base rectangle here, let me zoom in. Okay, is 25 the length and the width is 12. Okay, that is the base of the triangular prism. So 12 times 25. Okay, so 12 here, we are here now, the base. 12 times 25 will be 300 centimeters squared. That is our third part. Okay, now we need to find the area also of the other side of the prism, which is the slanted height is 14 and the length is 25. Okay, so now 14 times 25, because if from here to there is 25 centimeters, then from here to there also will be 25. So now 14 by 25. So the third part, which is the back part of the rectangle, will be 14 times 25, which is 350 centimeters squared. All our units is centimeters, so area will be centimeters squared. We label it 4. So if we want to find the total surface area of this triangular prism. Okay, now we have 108 centimeters squared, which is the area of the two triangles, which is we labeled 1. We have 400 centimeters squared, which is the rectangle facing us. Okay, we have 350 centimeters squared, which is the area of the base of the shape. And then we have we have 400, which is the area of the base of the shape, labeled 2. And then we have 350, which is the area of the other side of the triangular prism, which we labeled 4. Okay, so this is my solution here. I'm going to zoom in for you to pause and have a look. So now the total surface area now is 108 plus 400 plus 300 plus 350 centimeter squared. If you add them correctly, the total area, okay, the surface area is 11,158 centimeters squared. Okay, so this is the area of this triangular prism here. Okay, so today I'm not splitting the picture for you, the shape for you. I've just given you the shape, and I'm expecting you, from what we did yesterday, to be able to see that in this figure and then solve it step by step. Put your answer together and then get your answer. Okay, this is straightforward because you've been given the shape. You can see. Let's look at our second example here. Now this example, this is the diagram, okay, and it's not to scale. All our diagram is not to scale there. Okay, now they didn't give you the diagram. I drew the diagram. That is why it's not to scale, so that I can see what I'm working towards. But look at the wording. A wrapping shop wrapped a present for a customer. It's getting to Christmas, so people will start wrapping their presents. Okay, and the present that the wrapping shop wrapped, okay, is 12 centimeters high, 50 centimeters wide, and 21 centimeters deep. Okay, so they've given you the 3 sizes. How much wrapping paper are they would they need? So straight away, immediately you see this, you should be thinking of surface area. Okay, so I think I should have drawn my box to be on that side, but I've put the labels 12 by 15 by 21 centimeters, all, but it's not to scale. Okay, it's not to scale. So now look at the figure again. Okay, so the top and the down part will have the same surface area. The front and back will have the same area, and then the 2 sides will have the same area. If you can see this, then you should be able, because it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, okay, areas, and they are wrapping this item for you. Okay, now you know the area is length times width. If you look at the diagram carefully, none of them is a square. All of them are rectangles. Okay, so I'll do one side, multiply by 2, the front side, and then multiply by 2 because the front and the back will be the same area. Do the top down part, multiply by 2, okay, because the top and the down bits will be the same area, and do one side, multiply by 2, add the answers together. That will be my surface area. So now the area of shape 1 is the back of the present. If you look at the figures, is 15 okay, 15 by 21. Okay, so what is the top and the bottom, so 15 here by 21, so that is the bottom part. Okay, so 15 by 21, if I multiply together, is 252 centimeters squared. Okay, so I've gotten this side and I've gotten this bit here, so I'll multiply by 2. Okay, and then I have 504 centimeter squared. That is my first part. So I found the top and the bottom, 15 by 21. So I've done that. I've done this part. No. That will be the addition. So the first side, A1 here, is 12 by 15. So this 12 by 15. Okay, so if I have 252 centimeters squared, so that will be the front and the back here. So if I multiply by 2, I have 504 centimeters squared. Now the second part here is 21 by 15. That was what I explained earlier. 21 by 15 will be 315 centimeters squared. Okay, so if I can get the area of the base, that will be the area of the top. So 21 by 15 is 315 centimeters squared. Okay, so if I multiply it by 2, I'll have 630 centimeters squared. So that will be my second part. Now the A3 here is the area of the front and the back, okay, which is 15 by 12. Okay, so 15 by 12 is 180 centimeters squared. Then by 2 gives me both sides, which is 360 centimeters squared. So this area A1 here, the back and the front, this area A2 here, label 2, the top and the base, and this area A3 here, okay, A3 here, which is both sides. Okay, so if I add them all together, 504 plus 630 centimeters squared plus 360 centimeters squared, all in centimeters squared, because the unit of area is centimeters squared. I will get 14,494 centimeters squared. So that will be the wrapping paper I need to wrap that present. Okay, but it's also the surface area. Okay, so here they haven't given you the question with a diagram, but they've worded it such that you should be able to know that you are finding the surface area. Okay, now let's look at another example. An empty lost property box with lost lid, with no lid. Okay, so the lid is lost. Okay, has a measurement of 52 centimeters by 40 centimeters by 31 centimeters. Okay, what is the surface area? Okay, so here again you have an empty lost a property box where they find lost property, maybe in a school. It is put in there, and there is no lid on the box. Okay, normally the most lost property box don't have lids because of mold and stuff. Okay, so they just leave it there, and then they put whatever item has been found in, so that whoever has lost an item can go and see if they found their item. So I have drawn this box. I've labeled it lost property. There is no lid. Okay, so what does it mean here? If it says, the question says it has no lid, so find the surface area. So because there's no lid on the top, you can't find the area on the top. So you are going to find the area of the base. Okay, the area of the two sides. Okay, and then the other two sides as well. So now look at the question. It didn't say lost property, a box, but you have to read the question and understand that they are asking you to find the surface area. Okay, because if you split that shape open and you find the area of each of it and add them together, that is the surface area you found. Okay, but here, what is the surface area? Okay, so you have to be ready for questions like that as well. And there is no lid, so you have to take note on that. So if you find the base here, you can multiply by 2. Okay, so area of the base. So let's do the base first. Let's look at our measurement, 52 by 40. So the base is 52 by 40. Okay, if we multiply, it will give us 2080 centimeters squared. The units are in centimeters. Okay, so area, so centimeters squared. So this will be the space, but the top is empty, so we can consider, so the surface area for the top will be 0 centimeters squared. Okay, so we found the base. Now the front part of the lid will be 52 by 31. Okay, so the front part of the box will be 52 by 31. Again, our answer should be centimeters squared. If you do that correctly, you should have 1000 612 centimeters squared. Now that is the area of the front part. So if you want the area of the front and the back, you need to multiply by 2 or add another of this, because the area of the front and the back will be the same. Okay, so if you multiply 1612 by 2, you get 3224 centimeters squared. So I labeled that too. Okay, now we need to find the area of one side here and multiply by 2. If you look at the measurement on this side, it's 40 by 31. Okay, so the area of the side of the box is 40 by 31. If you multiply correctly, you get 1240 centimeters squared. Here again, area of both sides, we multiply by 2, okay, which will give us 2480 centimeters squared. That will be our third part. Now the total surface area, remember there is no lid. Okay, so the total surface area will be the area of the base, which we label 1, the area of the front and the back, which we label 2 there, and then the area of the two sides, which we label 3. So if we put all together, we have 7,784 centimeters squared. So that will be the surface area of our lost property box with no lid. Okay, so if you watch the last video and today's video, it should make more sense to you. So now, any question on surface area, you can go and have a look at it again and see how best you can solve it. Okay, because I've told you some of the things, so it can come in word form, or it can come here, or you might have to draw the picture in your mind or on the exam paper yourself with your hand. Okay, not like this, and then figure out how to put in your measurements and use what you've been given to solve the equation. Okay, thank you very much for watching today's video, and I'll see you in the next.